The number one Kassadin in Korea has been experimenting with a new build lately, guys. He's pretty much going full tank, okay? He has a Frozen Heart, he goes Rift Maker. A lot of the times, if you blind pick Kassadin in the enemy team, they'll pick a bunch of AD picks, and they actually a lot of the time end up forcing full AD comps. Hey, guess what? You can have like 200 armor on tank Kassadin and steamroll the game, completely take over it. And I'm going to show you guys how you can use this setup in your own divisions and climb some divisions. So without further ado, let's jump straight onto Summoner's Rift. Good evening, gentlemen. I hope you're having a beautiful Friday. The matchup today is Kassadin into Yasuo. Not any Yasuo. This is the number one Yasuo in the world, P Zhang. A lot of you should know who he is. He has insane montages out. He's the Korean Challenger Yasuo player. People dub him as the best Yasuo in the world, unfortunately, to Mo. And we're going to see how he can survive this early matchup, okay? A lot of people think Kassadin is not the best pick in solo queue because you can't blind pick it. They're like, if I pick Kassadin, man, they pick Lucian, they pick Zed, they pick Yasuo. What do I do? Well, hey, buddy, guess what? This new tank build just completely annihilates any AD pick that comes into you, okay? It's disgustingly efficient. Frozen Heart got a big buff, okay? So you go Frozen Heart into Rift Maker, you become unkillable. You jump into them, slow their auto attacks, stack up your bloody Rift Maker. Now he's running, if you look in his rune page, guys, he's got Fleet. Look in the bottom left, Fleet. Now I think you can get away with Conqueror and lower elos, but Fleet footwork for him in high elos, it's going to help him sustain a little bit some of the bad matchups. And the secondaries is very important. Ultimate Hunter. You need to be running Ultimate Hunter on Kassadin, okay? It's allowing you to hit your level 16 spike at level 11 if you're able to get 4 to 5 stacks. So be looking for those assists, be looking for those early kills at level 11, which you can hit at like 15 minutes. 15 minutes level 11, it's like the old level 16. You'll take over the game. It's over. It's only 15 minutes in, you don't have to wait for too long. So essentially, guys, I think Kassadin, the lower elo you go, the better the pick. Why? Traditionally, high elo, the average game time in high elo is much lower, okay? As you go down divisions, game time increases because people don't know how to end games. They're not stacking dragons correctly. They're not punishing champions that should be punished in the early game, like Kassadin. So you're able to just farm up, come into the mid game, which is so early, 15 to 20 minutes, 2 items, and you're getting level 11, you just take over the game. I guarantee you, if you try this setup out, you will be having 20 plus kill games, annihilating your opponents. I promise you this. I promise you this. It's not hard. Just survive the early game. You can see Luna. He's hanging back. He starts a Dark Seal. It's a little bit greedy, but if he gets any kills or assists in the early game, it's starting to snowball, of course, looking for the Medjais in the mid game. You just hang back. E max. You're maxing E. You max E on Kassadin. Don't Q max on Kassadin anymore. E max is brilliant. I know Showmaker still likes to go Q max every now and then, but all the high elo Kassadin one tricks, they're on that E max, that train. They love it. As we're hitting a base here. Should back for a tier or some cloth armors, double cloth armor. Okay, you like because you're not going the Everfrost in the early game, you're losing a little bit of mana, but you get that tier and then you get the Frozen Heart. I mean, you're fine. You don't need that much mana, and we'll jog back into the lane. Don't be afraid to go 3 cloth armor. By the way, it's super cost efficient. Never build Seekers anymore in the early game on Kassadin. If you need armor, you go Frozen Heart. Plain and simple. Okay. I don't know, like the amount of armor you get from Seekers is completely inefficient. 2 cloth armors are going to be giving you more. 3 cloth armors is absolutely punching out of the park. You get 45 armor from 3 cloth armor, and I think it's you get 15. Is it 15 armor from Seekers stacking up to 30? It's something disgusting like that for even more expensive of a price. It's get that cloth armor, just hang back, wait for your level 6 start coming into the game. You can see Luna just holding on for dear life. And this is where in high elos, this is where Kassadin really struggles because the enemy jungler should be able to take over the game. In your lower elos, it really doesn't matter that much, man. You should still get opportunities to join fights. We need to avoid some of this poke. 29 to 46 CS. I mean, it's not the greatest, but the number one thing on Kassadin, I don't care if you're 10 CS to 50. Just don't die and don't give up experience. It doesn't matter about the bloody creeps, guys. Give the creeps for all I care. Oh no. Are we getting soloed? We're chilling. That double cloth is perfect. We got 64 armor already. Don't die. But get experience. That's all that matters is the levels. You'll get gold. Trust me, you'll get gold. Your time will come. As we're so close to 6. I think one more creep. Level 6 has been achieved. We still got teleport. Enemy Yasuo running the ignites. This is perfect. Getting some Shias under the tower. We'll head back into the base. Let's see what he picks up. Oh, you can already... There's, in the replay file, you can see what he's buying. He gets tier. He gets another cloth armor. And we're full build, baby. Look at that. How disgusting is this build? And this is what you should be doing into the AD picks. You're at 81 armor. You got plenty of mana. You got your Dark Seal ready to start stacking up. It's... I mean, it's kind of like... It feels really low testosterone, but... Is it really if you're getting LP and winning games? No, it's high test. You're a man. We're going to get this dub. And this guy's been on my radar for a while now. I've really wanted to do a review on him. I did a review on Permaban a while ago. As he looks for the trade. Does Rumble have ult? Pops it. Flash. Are we flashing over? Ugh. Pops the OK emote. Gets the Yasuo flash. He holds on to his own and he'll be able to set up a freeze if he wants. His teleport comes out into the bot lane, right? TP's in, looking to pick up the Diana. Just weave those autos. Gets one. Look how slow he is. And now we're looking to get onto the Ezreal. And this is why he saved these early TPs. Hey! Rumble, excuse me. And now we'll shove off into the bot lane. As the bot lane picks up mid. Perfect macro. It looks like it's going to slow shove into him. It's going to freeze, so he'll just back, I guess. And then hopefully the bot lane will shove in before this comes through. Warden's Mail, baby. 40 armor for 1,000 gold. Reducing enemy auto attacks. Like, it's... We're almost at 100 armor at 8 minutes. And this Yasuo is just going to be so depressed, man. I kind of feel bad for the guy. So the enemy has a Diana. Can you imagine how good this would be if the enemy had mid and jungle both AD? If there was like a Graves, Yasuo Graves or something like this? Like, they're not able to play the game. They really don't do damage. Just slowly move in, stack up your E. Like, it's... There's nothing the enemy can do. And this is why you get your Dark Seal. You start stacking it up. You're going to get the Magi's. And we've already got 3 out of 5 Ultimate Hunter stacks. At level 11, we're a monster. We can't lose. And this is why I think this Kassadin pick at the moment, if you're having the AP build with the Everfrost and this tank build with the Frozen Heart, if you're able to determine when to go each build, and you're able to blind pick Kassadin on top of that, completely broken pick, especially in lower elos, guys. We flash for that, right? We got red buff, weaving the autos. Just imagine if you had Conqueror, by the way. Please, I want you guys to go Conqueror. I know he runs Fleet, but he's in a lot hard. You guys don't understand how hard Korean Challenger is, like, especially as a one trick into a lot of AD picks. Like, he has to run this Fleet to survive a lot of the matchups to make it more consistent. You can get away with Conqueror below Diamond, seriously. You can. We got 4 points into the E, working towards the E max, then the Q max, then the W max. Please tell me he doesn't have a Frozen Heart at 10 minutes. Oh, set. How you going, buddy? Still has that W. Don't think, yeah, he's not able to get the kill. Make sure to come through, pick up the wave. Pick up the wave? Are we looking for the 1v1? This is Yasuo. That's the, oh my god, this guy. He's not going to be able to do anything, man. And we'll head back to base now. 58 farm at 10 minutes. It really just don't matter, do it? We pick up the Frozen Heart. 80 armor, 400 mana, 20 haste. Reduces the enemy attack speed by 20%. We got 121 armor, plenty of mana. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. You should understand why this build is so potent and why I recommend running it in your solo queue games against, even if you're into a mid laner that's AP like Orianna, but the enemy has like if the enemy has like an AP top laner, sure, still run the AP build, don't go Frozen Heart. They're very heavy AP comp, but into like AD picks, guys, into this comp, it's a no-brainer. Rumble ult hits. We're actually leveled down. We're gonna have to be very careful. Ults over the Yasuo knock up. And are they able to get this? Look at him tank. And they can't get it. They're unable to get it. Good play by Yasuo to survive there. Pizang, my mans. I'll have to do a video on him in the future. The guy's replay files are just, every game is just they're just doing montage plays. It's gross. We should hit level 9 off this wave. Oh. Blitzcrank, my man. Level 9 now, baby. Full E-maxed. And essentially Emax is just, what it does is, I mean, number one, because when you're going tank, it's beautiful because you're able to stack up your E so fast. Being in the middle of the team fights, everyone's using their abilities and allowing you to get your E off faster. But also it kind of like puts a band-aid on Kassadin's weak spot in the early game in that he has no wave clip. He just cannot keep up with, if you Q-max, you can't shove waves, man. But with E-max, you can actually shove waves pretty easily. You press your E out and then you can R one-shot the backline minion wave and you're already a step ahead. As we're looking to come through for the blue, Dinah goes in. And we're on the hunt now. E lands. Probably don't need to do anything fancy. There you go. Might start looking over for this Gnar. Not worth it. 10 stacks on the Dark Seal. And just play, like, have a nice playlist, guys. Play it very calm, very collected. Don't need to rush into things. The kills will come to you, okay? Don't panic on Kassadin. Too many people I see do this, where, like, the enemy team gets, like, 3 or 4 kills in the early game. They're like, ah, shit. I give up. They start typing. They stop focusing on getting farm. And then it comes in the mid game. Enemy team throws a little bit. And because you haven't been focusing, you don't have the farm, you don't have the levels to make a comeback. Just always stay focused when you're playing Kassadin. There's going to be a comeback opportunity. Get the Dark Seal and get ready. Your time will come. Some games it won't come, okay? Fine, you're going to lose games. It happens. But some games it will, okay? As we get our Leeching Leer, start working towards our Rift Maker. We're going to hit our teleport now, looking for the Ezreal. Hello, my friend. I will be killing you for my 5th kill of the game. Jesus, we're almost level 11. Enemy team way overextended, trying to pick up the Yasuo. Now the thing is, guys, like, Yasuo can't do anything when you get on top of him. He's just doomed because of the Frozen Heart. Just jump onto them, get your W in there, get their slow, and then when you get the slow and you're waiting for your rest of your cooldowns, just hang around, juke back and forth, do a little bit of Mayweather, and then come back in. Just wait for your cooldowns. As we have 130 armor, so we can do whatever the hell we like. We should be able to pivot across. Maybe he's going to get... Are we going to get blue buff here? And also, in my last video, I was talking about Faker. I was talking about his comeback, hopefully, in the LCK. I didn't realize LCK was starting so early. So Faker made his comeback, and he had 2 absolutely terrific games against Chovy, guys. He was looking phenomenal. T1 are back, stronger than ever. They have a game against Damwon tonight. I hope they win. It makes me happy, man. I really want to see Faker do well this split. I mean, I don't want to say, oh, we got steel caps now. 150 armor. I don't want to say it, but I think that if Faker wins Worlds, he should retire. Like, I mean, his retirement is inevitable. It's going to come. And there's no better time for an athlete to retire than after a win. I was debating if after I beat Dopa, that should have been my last game of League of Legends, and I should have just hung up the keyboard and mouse. But I'm still going. I'm still chasing the Chinese Kiana, and I'll probably do that after that. But Faker, man, if he wins this World Championship this year or next, I'd expect, I mean, I don't know, man. It'd make me happy for him to retire at the top. It'd be depressing if he plays for another 2 to 3 years with bad performances or like mediocre performances where he doesn't win worlds. And then at the end, it's like, you know, he's 5th or 6th place, he retires. It doesn't leave the same legacy, dude. So, anyways, that's what's going through my head. Old delusional mid-beast, me. As we're just slowly stacking up. That tier on 230, 280, sorry. Maths. And you just sit that in your inventory. And with Frozen Heart, you have plenty of mana. You don't need that Lost Chapter. You don't need that Everfrost for the mana. You got plenty, guys. And eventually you get 360 stacks and you upgrade it to the Archangel. And you have a shit ton of damage. People think you got 100 ability power, you don't have any damage. Trust me, when you get that Rift Maker, when you get the Archangel, you have damage. You have a shit ton of it. Because you don't need to one-shot them. Okay, here we go. Let's see if the Yasuo can do them. Let's see if the Yasuo can even do any damage. This is just so, like, there's nothing that they can do. You sit in the side lane, you perma-farm, try and get 10 CS per minute, get as much XP as you can, and you're just a monster. How good. How good is this setup? Get a 6th kill of the game, I'm going to start working on these towers. And if this should be your goal in League of Legends, is to make the enemy team so depressed that after the game, they legitimately think to themselves, maybe I should uninstall this game. Maybe I've had enough. Maybe I've outgrown League of Legends. You want them to just enter a whole new level of depression. And by playing this tank Kassadin pick, you could do it. You could save them. You're saving their life. As we hit the Rift Maker, 80 AP, 300 health, 15 haste, 8 Omni Vamp. So you're getting actually a lot of healing. So people like, because you're running the Ultimate Hunter, you don't get the Ravenous. But you're getting healing from Rift Maker anyway, guys. It's fine. As this R, let's see if it uses. I want to see the cooldown on it. It's bloody low, trust me. It's like 2.5 seconds or something. It's, look at this. Yeah, it's, hello, nah. You're done. You're done. No one can match you. And this is the whole point. If they've got AD mid and top, you drop into the side lane, no one can match you in the side lane, can they? Even if they have an ability power champion, like even if you go this build and you're into something like an Orianna, or like a Victor or something, you're still gonna win. It doesn't matter that you've gone armor. Like you're still so tanky and they can't one-shot you. It's fine. Level 13, making our way into level 16. And we're going to slowly take over the game. We have teleport, remember, and he's kind of watching the fight, looking. Doesn't need it. We're just going to work on the towers. Making sure to try and use your W, guys, as an auto attack reset if possible. Gonna be allowing you to take towers pretty bloody quick, actually. And this is like the EMAC. Okay, teleport. Here we go. Please don't waste my time, guys. His time has been wasted, it seemed. He's just gonna pick up the wave. Beautiful. I don't think anyone's here. At least we get the blue buff. Poor. Look at the Nah 1-8, the Yasuo 0-6. And I hope that I just really hope that we get to see the true power of this setup. Heading back to base. We have 4 stacks. Oh, set. You want some of this, boy? You have 10. I guess we go Magi's into Archangel. Then last item, I guess it's situational. Like, sometimes I guess avoid stuff. Like, you wouldn't want to go a death cap with this build just because you don't really have much raw AP. We get our Magi's. We get a stopwatch as well, okay. So maybe we'll be heading towards the Hourglass later on. No TP, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful if we want to regroup. just go for the safe play. When you're playing Kassadin, try not to be chasing too much for kills and being away from the experience for too long. A lot of people just, they get ahead of themselves on the Kassadin and they just chase around the map for like 5 minutes and they forget that like you still need to be picking up these waves. You're still aiming for like, just because you hit level 11 and you're spiking pretty hard doesn't mean you have to stop farming. Don't, because level 16 obviously you're going to be even stronger, so don't be too greedy on the pick. As we're looking to regroup, come across, get the assist, get the slow onto the Gnar. We have 1 billion armor. These towers do not hurt at all. 12 stacks on the Medjais. We got Riftmaker, remember? No way we lose this. Thank you very much. 8, 0, and 5. 16 stacks on the Medjais. And we should be able to reset into some dragon setups. Don't go for the end, guys. Oh, God. Can they end it? I don't think they can. Are they going to? Maybe I'm trolling. This just seems risky. Dyna moves in. Ooh, open Nexus. They should be able to get it. Lee Sin kick. Dyna picks up the Lee. We're still here though, Kassadin. Level 15 now. Teddy going in, getting some damage off. Enemy team looking for the kills. Cass goes in. Teddy drops. And we've got to leg it. Nah, with the red buff and the slows. Korea, man. They just always throw a game. Like, there's not, I don't think it's a throw. They got 10k gold lead in Kassadin, but like, it's so unnecessary to try and go for that end there. Look at the Ezreal build. He picked up a black cleaver. Pretty concerned about all the armor, I guess. Wants to shred a little bit of the Cass. But yeah, I think after the Frozen Heart Riftmaker, you can be pretty situational with your build. If you need magic resist, surely you can get it. There's plenty of items that are going to be facilitating that. If you want to start going a little bit more aggressive for some ability power, like a Lich Bane into a Death Cap or something crazy, you can still do it. Don't be afraid. You don't have to go full tank, or you can opt to just simply go full tank. Go into something like a Randuin. Just go absolutely crazy if they're full AD comp, guys, because on Kassadin, you're going to have damage even without AP. Doesn't matter about AP because your ratios and your base stats are too much in the later stages of the game. We have 5 stacks in the Ultimate Hunter here. Just watch how he plays team fights. Like, you just slow them with your E, and then you just wait. You play very slow, and then just wait for the best moment to go in. How's it going, boys? We're ready to pop off. 22 stacks. How, like, he's only level 15 here. Imagine him at level 16. And we'll be able to head into the base and end the game. So that's pretty much it for my Tank Kassadin video, guys. Hopefully this can work in your own solo queue games. I'm going to end it with 25 stacks. Hopefully you've enjoyed it as well. And until the next video, I'll catch you all later. Appreciate you boys watching my videos. It's always fun to make. And hope you guys have a great weekend. Catch you later. Peace.